This episode is presented to you in the form of an audiobook. You say you're ambitious. You have plans. You know you have potential, but you just can't seem to start on your dreams and goals. Every day, you tell yourself, if I just did what I know I could do, things would be different. But here's the problem, you don't do it. And every time you don't, it feels a little worse, like there's this growing gap between the person you could be and the person you actually are. That gap is painful. It's confusing, and the longer it goes on, the more you start to wonder, is there something wrong with me? Let's start with that pain, because most people try to skip it. They push it away or mask it with, just do it, advice. But the pain is real. It's important. And it's not there because you're weak. It's there because your mind is doing something for a reason. The real problem, the ambition-action gap. This is what sits beneath all the frustration. Picture this, you're standing at the edge of a cliff. Across from you is another cliff, where everything you want awaits. Your potential. Your goals, the person you know you could become. But between you and that future, a canyon. A gap. Every time you don't act, that gap widens. The future you're aiming for drifts further away, while you're stuck replaying plans in your head. Each missed opportunity adds weight to the backpack you're carrying, and that backpack isn't metaphorical. Over time, you'll feel it as tension in your body, irritability, or quiet self-doubt creeping into every part of your life. The gap grows so wide that it stops being about the goal and starts being about you. Your self-esteem. Your identity, even your relationships. You might think, maybe I'm just someone who can't follow through. And that's when the real suffering begins. The frustrating truth. You're not clueless. You know what to do. You've got the roadmap, or at least pieces of it. Maybe you've watched the right videos, read the books, made the plans. But when it's time to act, you freeze. That's when the self-blame kicks in. What's wrong with me? Why am I so lazy? Do I not want this enough? But here's the thing, that's the wrong question. If the gap isn't about laziness or ignorance, what is it? The invisible blocks. Most people never see these hidden forces quietly controlling their actions. Here's the secret, you don't lack ambition. You don't lack intelligence. But something is in your way, and it's invisible. These blocks don't announce themselves. They disguise themselves as thoughts, habits, or justifications that feel true in the moment. Overwhelm. Your plan is so big it paralyzes you. You can see step 100, but step 1 feels buried. And when you're overwhelmed, your mind freezes. Suddenly, doing nothing feels safer than starting. You'll fill your time with anything but your goal, anything that gives a fleeting sense of control. All or nothing thinking. If I can't do it perfectly, why start? Maybe you've built your identity on being the smart one or the capable one. Starting, and not being instantly good, feels like failure. So procrastination and perfectionism become shields. The future fantasy trap. Hours spent planning, researching, daydreaming. It feels productive, but it's just avoidance. Your brain rewards you for fantasizing while protecting you from real-world failure. Breaking the cycle. Willpower alone won't fix this. If it could, you'd have solved it already. Here's how to start. Ground yourself in reality. Write down your goal, then write what you actually did this week to achieve it. No judgment, just facts. If you wanted to write a novel but wrote 0 words, admit it. Reality is your friend, even when it stings. Ask why you didn't act. No excuses, no self-hate. Just honesty. Were you scared? Exhausted? Stuck? This is where change begins, by solving the real problem. Shrink the step. Make the first action stupidly small. Want to run a marathon? Just put on your shoes. Writing a book. Open the document and type 1 sentence. Lower the barrier so your brain can't resist. Chase the streak, not motivation. Set a daily minimum so small you can't fail. 5 push-ups. 2 minutes of writing. 1 paragraph read. Momentum beats intensity every time. Reset your mindset. Your potential isn't enough. You don't need another plan, you need movement. Action, no matter how tiny, rewires your brain. The goal isn't perfection, it's becoming someone who does things, even when it's hard. The bottom line. When you slip, and you will, adjust. Make the step smaller. Speed doesn't matter, movement does. Forget leaps. Forget perfect plans. Close the gap one undeniable, tiny action at a time. Be the person who moves. Trust that every small step bridges the distance between who you are and who you could be. That's it for today. Let me know what you think, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next episode.